crib now. And guess what, y'all? Baby taking bail on me. Getting that dick me working. What's up, y'all? I had to do it. I had to send up some prayers today because God is a faithful, unchanging God. He has been blessing me. I pray that He has been blessing you. I pray that y'all not just listening to me and y'all are saying your prayers because God been coming through for your girl. God been coming through for your girl, and I just couldn't do nothing but open up today with some worship music. God's gonna work it out. Cast your cares on Him. That's the country way of saying God gonna work it out. Cast your cares on Him because He cares for you. He already knows your heart. He already knows. So just give it to Him. And I can definitely continuously testify that every time I give things to God, God answers. And so the things that concern me concerns Him. The things that concern you concern Him. So just really, like I said, I've really been trying to practice focusing on God and really trying to not let things that's going on around me affect me, not let the water get in my boat per se. And it has been working, you know what I'm saying? Every day I'm trying to get up and stay in that mindset and just watching God work, and God has been coming through for me. And so, and I hate it to just be because it's things that I pray for, because just me waking up every day in my right mind is enough blessing, and my family being blessed, my friends being blessed, and their families being blessed, which I'm praying that all the time, that God keeps this hedge of protection around people that's listening to the sound of my voice, and just keep going because God will work it out, you know. We just gotta stay in tune with God. Give it to God. He already knows what's going on with us. So I couldn't do nothing but open up today with that because God been coming through for your girl, like I said. He has. I went to the gym today besides that. And had still sticking to my keto. Had some chicken and broccoli. And yeah. Just been doing that. Watched the Lioness Special Ops with Zoe Saldana and Nicole Kidman and Morgan Freeman. It was a pretty decent little show because it's a drought in shows right now. So I watched that. I'm already done with it. So there's that. So now I gotta find something new. But other than that, yeah, that was really it, y'all. Just thanking God. Every day I'm grateful, but when I see God working, sometimes I'm just always so speechless because it's like, man, you know, God, He always comes through, and sometimes we always doubt Him, like, God, you know, blah, 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 and we get with anxiety and all that, and then when God comes through, it's just like, you know, forgive me for even attempting to worry about this because I know You got me, and He got you, y'all. He got you. So, yeah. Now that we're past that, we never get past it. But you know, we come here for the news because, you know, we got to see what's going on in this world. Okay. See, I was about to start bouncing to the words. And that ain't even instrumental. That's why I can't even do it. Anyway, so the Supreme Court allows Texas to enforce the immigration law, which pretty much means that anybody that come over there is getting arrested and sent right back across the border. So everybody that was trying to get over, they moving you back. Hey, as soon as you get in that water, they like, get back across that border. Get back across that. No, I shouldn't even make a light of that. Forgive me. So this dude, Dan Schneider, addresses the allegations of a toxic workplace on his Nickelodeon TV shows. Former Nickelodeon show creator Dan Schneider, which I've seen him be in a couple of shows. I didn't know he was also a creator guy. I don't know. He expressed regret The main thing that I would change is how I treat people and everyone. I definitely at times didn't give people the best of me. I didn't show enough patience. I could be cocky and definitely overambitious and sometimes just straight up rude and obnoxious. And I'm so sorry that I ever was. When I watched the show, I could see the hurt in some people's eyes and it made me feel awful and regretful and sorry. I wish I could go back, especially those early years of my career, and bring forth being growth and experience. Dan Schneider. So this, I've not watched Quiet on Set yet, but this, a lot of people are coming out like talking about experiencing racism, experiencing toxic workplace. This guy, he just look like he be giving people trouble on the set, don't he? He look like he gonna come in there and say something real slick. The CT scan of Stanley's tumbler shows exactly where the lead is. Somebody really trying to take these Stanleys down. A New York man is trying to get back his 750-pound pet alligator after the state seized the beast. That was his pet. He's been having that guy for like 20 years. So this was a sad story. This lady, Jessica Pettaway, dead at 36. She was a beauty influencer. She passed away after doctors misdiagnosed her stage 3 cervical cancer. She didn't find, like last year they told her she just had fibroids, but then she literally bled out in February. And come to find out she has stage 3 cervical cancer. Needless to say, she passed away. So sad. Misdiagnosis. Get second and third opinions if you got those things going on, because it's just sad. She left behind 2 children and a husband. I don't know who Rebecca Grossman is, but she's accused of conspiring with her husband and daughter in a jailhouse calls to hunt down jurors, sway the judge, and demand her retire. Major League Baseball star X say that he killed 2 brothers in a horrific hit-and-run crash. She was found guilty February 23rd, all counts over September 29th, that killed Jacob 8 and his brother 11 while speeding through a residential street in Westlake Village. She failed to stop after mowing them down. She denied killing them throughout the trial, with an attorney trying to muddy the waters by suggesting her former boyfriend did it. Sad. Well, somebody taped her. Let's see. Jake Gyllenhaal said when he fought McGregor in Roadhouse, he got a staph infection from a cut. Elon Musk says ketamine use is good for his investors. It helps him level out and be more creative. So this contagious disease, shigellosis, sounds just like it is. It's poop, feces, spread at a festival, luckily in Australia is where they were. I don't mean luckily, but it wasn't over here. But yeah, everybody got it over there. So I'm getting feces and this being dirty and people eating probably snacks, and this is why I don't like no festivals and carnivals and all that, because I just feel like it's a lot of shigellosis going on. I just can't. This New York mother was found stuffed in her duffel bag after moving into her home. People were seen leaving in her car. She was going in and out, and then she was never seen again. And then these people came out, this couple, and then her son came and found her after he didn't hear from her for 2 days, and he found her stuffed in a duffel bag, which is really sad. This woman in Houston has vanished while walking her dog. She's been gone for like 2 weeks. The dog was found 7 miles away. A Manhattan condo owner sues a New York Burger King for $15 million, accusing the franchise of allowing open-air drug bazaar. He said y'all was just letting drugs be sold in and up out of that place that brung down the whole neighborhood. Little Rascals bank heist. The suspects are just 11 years old. FBI said it has caught 3 young bank robbery suspects and dubbed the Little Rascals, and 2 of them are tweens. The Houston field office put out a call for tips with photos of the alleged bandits last week after the trio reportedly walked into a Wells Fargo and demanded money. They didn't display any weapons and fled with an unspecified amount of cash. On Tuesday, the bureau said the 3 were in custody. No names were released. So y'all got caught. Y'all got caught. They were between the ages of 14 and 18. They gotta be in juvie and probably do more time. Customer questions a worker with those green St. Patrick's Day donuts. I wouldn't eat them. The Little Caesars Crazy Puffs are getting great reviews. They remind me of that. I've never had it because I haven't had carbs. It's been a while, but it looks like they'll be those little cheesy puffs that they have at Fogo de Chao, probably cheaper. So 2 former Mississippi officers were sentenced after pleading guilty to torture of black men. They finally charged them for that. The first day of spring is amongst us. A wanted sex offender found living off the grid eating rodents in the Louisiana swamp gets arrested by U.S. Marshals. That's where most of them dudes are. That's why all y'all off-grid people, beware of the people out there. CDC is issuing a health alert as 2024 measles cases match last year's total. Nobody trying to get no measles, man. Netflix is announcing a major new docuseries from the makers of Quarterback called Receiver, including Justin Jefferson. You guys just love sports so much. You just can't get enough of it. Quarterback was kind of lame to me. It wasn't nothing. It was literally like following quarterbacks around in their day-to-day life. Like literally you can watch that on Hard Knocks. Let's go. And Dr. Dre received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He was talking about how he was having all those aneurysms before his stroke, so thank God he got it together. Alright, let's check another site. Kate Middleton medical records almost breached by hospital staff. Y'all really want to know what's wrong with this lady? Badly. Like it's aching your bones. Aching your bones. Her lookalike said that wasn't her in the video. Although it would be hard to tell. They both look alike to me, honestly. If Kate Middleton walked past me on the street, I wouldn't know who that lady was. Cola Boy, singer, disability activist, is dead at 34. I don't know who Cola Boy is, but Travis Kelce, game show host in the future, reportedly in talks for a 5th grader reboot. Y'all know Kelce want to be on TV so bad. Jonathan Majors, sued by his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari, claims assault and defamation. Y'all know he should have known he was going to come back for that money now. She's like, I already got one trial one run. Now let me go hit him in the pockets. Kris Jenner's sister Karen Houghton dead at 65. Kris pays a tribute. Oprah said, I've starved myself for 5 months. Talks about her past diets. Alright. See what else we got here. Kind of a slow news day, which is kind of good. It's what we need, right? Everything here. So Nipsey Hussle, the rapper that passed away, his family is fighting over his daughter still. She's living with the uncle and the brother, and I guess Nipsey had custody of her before he died, and now the mom's trying to get her back. It's just weird, but the mom's having a hard time getting his 15-year-old daughter back. Very strange. Alright. Yeah, it's a slow news day. Let's see if Dear Abby's yip-yapping about anything. She probably ain't. We might be lost in Reddit land a lot. Dear Abby, I want to tell off all my guests who RSVP but didn't attend my event. Recently hosted my husband's birthday. It was a great party. I reserved for 85 people, including the DJ, his assistant, the party planner, and her crew. On the day of the event, 20% of the guests who RSVP did not show. One couple said their daughter had a debut party the other night. Another family said their son had an outing. Others had legitimate reasons like being sick or a house catching on fire. I gave my guests ample time to RSVP. I sent out the save the dates, yada, yada, yada. How do I let them know? I wish they would have told me ahead of time. If I thought a lecture to those boards would be effective, I would tell you to go ahead and do that. However, a more effective and less confrontational way to save yourself a future headache would be simply to not invite them again. I agree. Most people ain't coming to your party. Like, I normally, if I'm throwing something, I just plan for people knowing to show up. And then when people show up, I'm always, like, surprised. But that's why I would never spend a buku amount of money on parties and stuff. Because why? What's the most disgusting thing you witnessed in public? I used to go to the public library to use their computers. I learned that there's plenty of weird guys willing to jerk off under the desk. Yuck. I was parked in Summertown, Oxford, and watched an old guy stop in the street and shake a massive turd out of his trouser leg before confidently striding off. You gotta go. This carnival, I saw a girl standing and peeing on herself and kissing a guy at the same time. Pee was going down her legs and everything. They must have been drunk, hopefully. Someone decided to dump his explosive diarrhea from a bridge into the water, and I witnessed everything. I mean, what do you think's in that water, man? Saw a woman at a bus stop try to hack up some phlegm, but it got caught in her throat. So she reached in, pulled it out with her thumb and her forefinger, retching as she did. It was like some cave glowworm. She then shook the sticky giblet from her hand onto the pavement. That must have been a real loogie. That's what you call a loogie. Saw a seagull rip open a dirty diaper and eat the contents. A dirty nappy. I was like, what? But y'all, that's how y'all say pamper in other countries. Okay, because I was like, what you mean a dirty nappy? Like, what you talk about, bruh? I work in a betting shop, and a woman was in, and she peed all over the chair and herself. Small shop, the toilet door was literally 10 feet away. Some nasty people out here. My buddy was driving me home from jail, and while on the interstate, a silver sedan zoomed right through the median at 70 miles per hour or faster, hit the back tire of the truck in front of us. The truck wasn't a semi, but it had like 8 massive tires on it. Needless to say, I was shocked when that tiny plastic sedan managed to knock that truck over. We got out, being that we were one vehicle behind the crash, to go see if she was okay. She was decapitated. Dang. That's beyond disgusting. That's like traumatizing. Hey, I don't think I'm about to get up out of this topic. What do you think the USA will most be known for 100 years from now? Definitely our leaders. It will always be our leaders, but yeah, our leaders. As a great poet once said, Coca-Cola, sometimes war. Probably something that happens between now and 21, 24, not something prior. Technology, war, and war technology. I don't think we'll be known for our technology since China is so leaps and bounds ahead of us. How we handle the water shortages in the Southwest, it would either be insane migration disaster or a miracle feat of engineering. The resource wars, capturing the last large iceberg and towing it within 2 aircraft carriers. Toy Story 2. The technology revolution since last 2 decades. Silicon Valley will be remembered in the same category as Florence, Venice for Renaissance. Interesting. What is a sentence that is totally normal nowadays but would have not made any sense 100 years ago? Where are you right now? Can you hear me now? It's a good one. It's been 50 years since anyone has been to the moon. Can you unplug your cigarette? I need to charge my book. You're on mute. This meeting could have been an email. Text me. I Googled it, yes. DNA. My phone's dead. Can I use yours to scan the QR code on the menu? The white woman's black wife is voting. Random. Sorry, I don't know the time because I left my phone at home. Man, what is your version of I can't wait to get home and take my bra off? Taking off my jeans and putting on my shorts. Taking my work boots off. Not many women know this, but there's a tiny ball sack size bra that we wear. I can't wait to get home and molt my thorax exoskeleton. Taking my boots off. A lot of dudes saying boots, socks. My prosthetic off. I rest my nuts on the coffee table after a hard day's work. You must be short. What's a hard-hitting life lesson you learn way too late in life? The importance of setting boundaries and saying no, for sure. Not everyone is down for you like they say they are, for sure. Work-life balance is critical, and hustle culture is stupid. The only people who notice all those extra hours you put in are you and your family. Very true. I work 80 hours a week, 40s or nothing. Yep, that's why your wife divorced you, and you never see your kids because you put your job over them. But I'm capable of success. I spent so long doubting myself and not doing things because I didn't think I could. Quit expecting you from other people. True. You always think people have the same mind as you, but they just don't. Putting yourself first. Treating yourself, like, for real, treat yourself. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. let's get into these. Am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend I'm going to break up with her if she doesn't find a job? No. My girlfriend's 25, I'm 27. We've been together for 2 years and been living together. We also have no children. I'm currently working, however, my girlfriend just quit her job 3 months ago. That the people she worked with were toxic. Thankfully, I make enough to keep lights on, yada yada. I brought up multiple times to her that it's time for her to look for a new job, and she says there's no good jobs or hiring at the moment. She says this every time. I've been frustrated recently. Anyway, dude, y'all ain't married. Get it. She got to go. Stay at home girlfriend, your girlfriend's delusional, not the a-hole. Congrats, you have a homosexual girlfriend. Dump her. Yeah, dude, girlfriend, she's already trying to test the waters to see how lazy you really gonna let her be. Alright, let's see. Am I the a-hole for being upset with my girlfriend after I felt sick during sex? This is probably so stupid and petty, but I made this because I need to vent. I'm 24 and my girlfriend's 20. We were in the middle of having sex and suddenly I got this terrible stomach cramp. I told her I was not feeling well and she was almost kind of annoyed. So I went to go in the bathroom to try to get out whatever gas, pain, or whatever it was. Sorry, I'll be right back. I don't know what the F was happening to me, honestly, but basically I just felt like I had this terrible pinch in my stomach. After about 20 minutes of being in there, hurled over the toilet and sweating, I'm kind of thinking like, dang, sure would be nice if my girlfriend came here to make sure I was okay. I just kind of sat there in pain until my stomach eventually eased up. So I go back into her room and she's laying in there out of breath with her vibrator and just looks up to me and says, I just came 3 times. Now I understand that I interrupted sex and maybe blue ball her or whatever, but I just was so kind of her that she was uncaring and just stayed there and self-pleased herself while I was in pain. And I brought that up and she just got all defensive and said I was being selfish. What the F? Edit. I definitely made it clear that I was in pain before I went to the bathroom and was in there for a long time. The thing that's really bothering me, I guess, is that she kept pleasuring herself. That the first thing she said was, are you okay? If my is potentially exploding, the last thing I want to do is my girlfriend popping her head in to check if I'm okay. Somebody said if you had diarrhea, you don't want nobody. I mean, no, she should have checked on you. And you was in there for 20 minutes. She could have got one off and came and checked on you, but she must have just really been horny for some reason. People said I wouldn't want nobody checking on me. Nah, I would wait for my partner to finish in the bathroom and then ask if they were okay. I hate when people knock on the door when I'm in the bathroom. It's a major pet peeve. A lot of people have mixed feelings. Like, dude, you were probably taking a massive dump. You probably had the poop walk because she was like, I ain't about to go up in there. If my girlfriend during sex suddenly jumped away, said she felt sick and then ran to the bathroom, the last thing I would do is masturbate. I'd only be concerned for her well-being. I can myself get off at a later time. Girlfriend was extremely insensitive into this situation. I say the same if the situation was reversed. That screams me. Yeah. She was a little selfish. You was in there for 20 minutes. She could have did what she needed to do and checked on you. Am I the a-hole for forcing my fiance to cut off his late wife's family? Hey everyone, just a mini update to clear some things up before I have a discussion with my fiance either later today or tomorrow about my ultimatum. I didn't sleep at all yesterday or the night before for obvious reasons. There's a ding on the phone at least once an hour from them saying one thing or another, mainly the 9-year-old. I don't know what they've told people, but I've got a message from one of their uncles and grandparents calling me horrible stuff. So obviously they've been spreading what happened this week and twisting it. I haven't blocked them, blah, blah, blah. So this is really long. I don't know where the original one is. So I'm just going to bypass it. My wife wants me to end things with my girlfriend. Hey everyone, looking for any and all opinions here, and it'll help me process the scenario and what my next step should be. Also, if I'm being an ASS, you can tell me. Still working through all this on the fly. It's been incredibly new for me. About 3 years ago, my wife and I started to experience dead bedroom. We went from having sex 2 to 3 times a week to 2 to 3 times a month and barely having sex at all. Eventually, me and my wife sat down and discussed that I wasn't happy and I'm really unable to continue on, as intimacy was a huge part of the relationship to me. While we didn't agree to have sex there, basically we agreed that we would up our intimacy, think movies, cuddling, etc., and other places. We set some rules, won't dive into them, but think protection, intimacy, and I should share with her, etc., in one-sided relationship. When we initially talked, she basically directed the discussion in this way. I have some things I need to work on. Can't work on them if I'm pressured for sex. I'll fix the issue soon. Go do what you want. I feel need to have space and work on things. So while I'm not the best looking dude on the planet, hold on. While I'm not the best looking dude on the planet, I have had some success dating and have found someone that you could almost refer to as friends with benefits. I would describe this a bit more, but I don't want her to read this, and I don't know if she uses Reddit. Well, now she didn't read into all of it. My wife has no issues with this person, and I've been upfront and continue to abide by the rules and we initially set. My wife has been working on herself consistently and telling her all the time I'm proud of her for the progress she's making. Over a month ago, my wife started using some over-the-counter serum that has made her beyond horny. Her and I have been all over each other for the last couple of weeks, and everything has been really great, almost like we're 25 again. However, my wife now says the problem is fixed and I need to end things with our friends with the benefits. Close up our relationship as all our problems are now solved. I kind of pushed back on this a bit. I told my wife that I don't know if 3 weeks of sex totally solves the issue, and that I'm worried about getting back into the same situation that we were in 8 months ago. My wife now thinks I'm in love with my friends with benefits and hasn't talked to me in 2 days, and many of you all experience this. Somebody said, I mean, do you want to be married, bro? Seems like you got to decide that pretty quick. You state that your agreement was that you can get sex elsewhere while she worked on things for herself, and that you were holding back. She is no longer holding back from sex, so if you're going to honor the rules of the agreement you and your wife made, yes, you should reclose the relationship. That's why that friends with benefits stuff don't work, them open relationships, because, yeah, somebody's going to still be wanting to be out there living their life. Am I the a-hole for getting in a relationship while taking it slow with another woman? I met this woman about 6 months ago. We clicked really well, and I told her my intentions within the first few weeks. She said she was always taking things slow. Fast forward a bit, I tried to kiss her. She refused. We talked about it, and she reiterates she takes things slow and wants to be friends. I haven't tried to do anything else romantic with her since. I figured out, since we're just friends, I'm free to date around. Before I did that, I talked to my friend, basically confirmed that we are just friends. I met this other woman 3 months ago, and she's been fantastic, smart, funny, and we've been having sex regularly. We became official recently, boyfriend and girlfriend. I told my friend about this, and she got mad. She said she thought we were taking it slow and agreed to be friends first. I told her that we are just friends. I was single, and she had a chance. Somebody said, how slow does she want to take it? 6 months and not even a kiss, that isn't slow. It's a string you along. Yeah, it looks like she was just wanting you to be her straight best friend. Alright, I'll read one more. What the heck? Am I the a-hole for making my sister's husband attracted to me? So I'm 29 and my sister's 37 and her husband is 35. I'm their surrogate. We use my egg and his sperm No, we did not have sex. So into the story, I'm 4 months pregnant, and during this pregnancy, my sister has come to my place almost every day since I found out I was pregnant, as she's a stay-at-home mom to their adopted daughter. She's been very clingy this whole pregnancy, and so has her husband. So last week was her daughter's birthday party, and I went over early to help get ready and just help out in general. My sister left to go get cake, and while she was gone, he kept complimenting me and kept getting closer to me, which felt weird, so I asked him to move, which he did, but he started the same thing later on when we were cleaning up. I told my sister about it, and she said she would talk to him. So a few days later, she said that it was my fault he was getting closer to me, as I've been tempting him with me acting nicer and trying to get close to him and talking to him more. And the way I carry myself, I told her the only reason I'm talking to him more is because I'm trying to be a little more friendly than I normally am, is because I'm not trying to have bad blood, and I told her I've always carried myself this way. She didn't believe me and told me I was trying to steal her husband away from her and saying that I'm the reason he's not attracted to me. So now she's blocked me, and her friends have been sending messages as well, basically saying that I'm a B for trying to seduce her husband. And you having her baby? This was a terrible idea. Somebody said, I would tell your sister to call off her flying monkeys because you definitely do not need to be listening to stuff from her friends. Also tell her she is deluded to think that you want her husband because a man who creeps on his wife's sister who is doing the biggest kindness there is not the prize she seems to think. Then send her a link to this thread and tell her to seek help, or you will send the link to her friends too, because you have zero intention of people talking stuff about you when this is down to her pervert husband. Tell her she better get her house in order. Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to figure out how you having a baby and they don't even trust you. Terrible idea. Not the a-hole. Why family should not be a surrogate. This is why family should not be a surrogate. You need to set boundaries with both of them. He's creeping and she's insecure. They need marriage counseling now. They will have a baby soon and need to get it together for their children. At this rate, they'll be divorced and none of you will have a relationship. Distance yourself and tell them both they need to get their marriage back on track before the baby comes. Hopefully the baby, you said 4 months. They got 5 months to get it together. Yeesh. Look, y'all, we got it together because God got it together. God got y'all. God got y'all. Y'all stay encouraged, sending nothing but positive vibes y'all way. Stay strong and keep in the race. I'll be back tomorrow.